Hey, good morning. It is time for TJ, all the way from New York City. This is Bizchicks. You know what we do here. So we're going to get right to it. We're going to be talking about effectively connecting with your audience. Effectively connecting with your audience. So you want to tune in, get your pens and papers, do whatever you need to do.
Yep.
So we're going to let TJ take it away.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another week. Glad that you are all here to talk about marketing because I think this is an important topic, especially for business owners in this time of things are turning over. And I think I said before during the pandemic that we're turning over new earth and we're putting new seeds down because things are different. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Um the key to growth, and I see this a lot because I'm in a lot of groups, and I see business owners and people going, well, how do I can't get people to follow me, I can't grow this, or how do I get more sales, or how do I, because the end result of a business is to make revenue. That's what it is about. And that's why we're using social media. It's not, yeah, it's nice to put pictures of your dog, your family, your vacation, what you have, what you're eating, all of that. But that's not our purpose because we're not here to be influencers. We're influencing, yes, our potential customers, but our number one job is making content that connects with the right people. That is your target audience. So things for 2023 is going to get a little, I say, better, but you might think more difficult or not able to wrap your mind around it because I know some people can't. So let me look at my notes because I wrote some things down. I want to read that remember that everything is about connections and messaging when you're a business. And I know you see all of that stuff that influencers do, and people have millions of followers and this and that, but we're here to make the connection with people. So that means communicating and talking and saying the right things, right?
Yep.
So, excuse me. Ooh. So, creating, maintaining, and growing a connection with the audience. That's a main goal for a business because that's like your feeding line. That's the thing that feeds your business. When you have constantly have people looking at your business and your services and your products and stuff and deciding whether it's a good fit for them. That's what you want. You always want the attention. I say you always want the attention. So content is the basis of all of that content, and we all know what content is. So let me give you a list. There's a ton of types of content. So blogs, email marketing, podcast, ebook, video, live stream like we're doing now, infographics, webinar, quizzes, guides, how to's, checklists, testimonials, templates, success stories, user generated content, uh private messaging, all of that stuff. That's content, the messaging that we're putting out. So we need to be more focused on content. Now, what's coming up? Let me make sure. Oh. So let me put this out. And I always say this. Remember, we need to create useful and relevant content, not just any content. Useful and relevant.
Useful and relevant.
It has to be useful. It has to be relevant. It has to relate to your audience. It just can't be anything. This is when I say, I see a lot of businesses, they put out quotes and stuff about Winston Churchill or I'm like, that you're just putting out content just to say, well, I posted something today. And I always say, if you don't have anything to say, don't post anything. But there's a lot of things to say. And there's some tools that I'm going to talk about that's going to help you with that. I need to make useful and relevant content. So, and it's really going to blow your mind. It blew my mind. Well, I mean, I've seen it coming, but there's some really new stuff that came out this week that I was like, okay, now we let's hold on for the ride. So, the thing about your content, the more targeted and relevant your content is, the easier it will be for you to reach your target audience and engage them. So the key is knowing your audience and presenting the information they want to hear along with the information they need to hear in a way that works best for them. That's your your content. It needs to work. So what works now? Reels, TikTok, shorts, short form content. So that really hits the spot now as far as attention. Now that will change because it always changes. What was it a few years ago? It was this photographs on Instagram. Now it's
Yep.
reels on Instagram. So we have to keep up with the changes. So one of the things that's happening, and I'm really looking, forward to 2023 because it's going to be the year of content. I'm calling it right now. 2023 is going to be the year
Year
of
of
content.
content.
The year of content. Useful and relevant content. Content that connects with the audience, not just any old content. And the reason why I'm so excited is because this was one of I was trying to find a prediction. It's on Instagram or something because Ross Brand does a live stream and digital thing where he asks people to give their prediction
Predictions.
for the next year. So I think one of mine was, I was trying to find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But mine was it wasn't chatbots, it was AI.
Mm,
I'm trying to find it. It should be, I haven't posted a lot. I should be able to find it.
this is
Okay,
good.
yeah. All right. I think he put it on my prediction. I just have a post saying that I predicted something. And I was trying to find the thing because I couldn't remember I kind of know what I predicted, but I was just like, okay, what did I say exactly? And I think Ross had it. Let me see real quick on his Instagram because he put some of them on his Instagram. I think he put mine there. I don't know. I've been trying to find this thing for a week. I cannot find it. He posted me somewhere. But I was saying about um AI tools making it easier for small business owners to make content easily. Something like that. I
Okay.
cannot find it. And he posted it somewhere. And I was like, oh, Ross posted me somewhere. But that's what's happening now. So why am I so excited? Let me get to the news. So this week, now let me stop. let me get it together. So we've heard of the AI tools that do graphics, right? I talked about DALLE. Last week we talked
Yes.
about Lensa, LENSA AI. You see that a lot on Instagram where people are taking selfies and making them look futuristic or making themselves look better, and it's like it's just exploding all over the place. So
Yeah.
if you go to Instagram, I think if you type in Lensa, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But that was graphics. Also, Photoshop has a plugin that lets you do it, and there's a couple other places. There's a Discord channel that I'm on that you can do it in the Discord. And what this is text to graphics. So does everybody know what I'm talking about? Because that's been out for a while.
Text to graphics.
Even Canva, matter of
Yeah,
fact,
I
even
saw that.
Canva has it.
Where you can say what it is that you
You
want.
text, yes, you type in a description of what you
Mhm.
want. The AI, the bot, spits it out in their kind of interpretation. There's even an app that I use that I love. It's called oh man, I have so many apps. I forgot what it's called. Photo Leap. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Photo leak, because what's happened is it's moved on from from graphics. I think it's Photo Leap that I use. That it has a prompt, and Photo Leap. You have to pay for the pro, but it's Photo Leap or one of those something leaps. There's a whole connection of apps. So let me get myself together. So they have those. So the DALLE, you type in the text, it spits out a graphic, and you can keep going through it, and it'll just keep spitting out different things that you images that you can use. Some of them come out great, some of them look really weird because you're letting code interpret your text into images, and they take pieces from different places and amalgamate it into an image. And there's a whole discussion about copyright and this and that, and I understand, but I'm not going to get into that because that discussion will continue to happen. That discussion about copyright and fair use and using things, and Dr. Tachi, if she's here, she's talked about it too. So there we're getting into that where it's like on the line of, okay, is this really yours or is it fair use? Can you use it? And I feel like that's going to get straightened out. I don't know when, but it will.
Right.
But in the meantime, we have these tools. But now, today, this week, actually, I think in the last week or two, there's another one that lets you take text and create anything: a play, a book, a thesis.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I saw
you
that.
heard of it?
I
Okay, it's
heard of
called
that.
Chat. It's called Chat GPT. And
GP,
let me bring this
yeah,
article up.
chat GP, whatever. I was like, say
GPT, that's what it
what?
is. Let me bring up this little article so you guys can see. If you go to Google and put Chat GPT, you should be able to see it. But I just pulled this one up because I saw Gary do a green screen on this article. So I said, let me bring it up. All right. So can we see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what is Chat GPT and why should you care? So it's artificial intelligence, or AI. So AI means artificial intelligence. It's tools that a program takes the text that you type in and it generates images. It's been doing that. But now it's going to writing a screenplay, writing a book, writing content.
Yep.
You can ask it a question. I have an example I'm going to show you, but it's exploding all over the place to where this Chat GPT, which is by openai.com, that you can't even get on the thing now. That is so, like, people are just exploding with it. So let me read this. It says, what is Chat GPT? Chat GPT is the latest to come from the GPT family of text generation AI systems, a project from the OpenAI Foundation. So they did the DAL E for graphics. So this works more like an instant messaging service. It allows you to chat with the GPT AI in real time. And then what it does is you give it some prompts and it spits out things for you. So I had, hold on, let me show you. Oh no, I didn't put it up. I had it on my phone. So you can go over to chat.openai.com and let me copy this so you guys can, while I'm talking, you can go over there and do it. See if you can get in. Okay? See if you can get into it. And I have it open. Let me see if I can. Yep, I have mine open. So let me switch over to that. So when you create an account and log in, this is what you'll see. Oh, does everybody see? Oh, it went away. Hold on. Let me bring back. My fault. Let me bring the tab. And where'd it go? Okay, there it is. All right. So this is what happens when you get, because it's going to ask you for an email and password and you get an account. When you go into it, this is what you're going to see. At the top, you see we're experiencing exceptionally high demand. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our systems. That what they're saying is that there's so many people trying to get in here that they're working on the systems to handle it. So when you come in, it says Chat GPT. This is a free research preview. Our goal is to get external feedback in order to improve our systems and make them safer. And then they have some warning about, that what you put in, you might get some offensive content or biased content. So that's what it's warning you. So when I click the next, then it's asking for feedback. They have a Discord server, so we can join the Discord server. Now, here it is. Let me get rid of this. Now, can we see this where it says examples, capabilities, limitations?
Okay, so let me
Let me see if I can zoom it. There we go. Is that better?
I can see that.
Okay. So This is what it says. It says examples. Explain quantum computing in simple terms. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday? How do I make HTTP requests in JavaScript? So then it says, it goes into like what it does and then some of the limitations. Because one of the things that this is an exciting tool, but one of the things we need to remember is this is computer code. It's a bot. It's spitting out, it's going and getting things and amalgamating and putting it together. So it's not like it's not human. So you have to look at the limitations and the capabilities of what it returns and say you with your mind, does this make sense? Is this right? So you have to fact check. You have to not, it's not to be used as is. It's supposed to give you content ideas, a jumping off spot to where you go, oh, I can take this sentence and then I can build around it, that kind of thing. But a
Yeah.
lot of people are using this as, I'm just going to just make a book or this or that or a blog post and just put it up willy-nilly as is. And I say, if you have a website, you can do that, but Google's gonna figure out that this is bot speak, my word, bot speak, and they're going to penalize you as far as SEO and stuff like that. Just a warning. So, but I want to show you something that I typed in, and what I'm going to do is anybody that has a suggestion, I will do mine live. But let me show you where's the one that I did? Hold on. Okay, let me bring it up. So I asked it a question because I'm like, okay, this is what I want to know. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is my question. How do I get attention from my business online? In a couple of seconds, it spit this out. It's more than this. This is what I screenshot, but it was more than this. I'm going to read some of it. So it says, how do I get attention for my business online? There are a few key ways you can get attention for your business online. One of the most effective ways is to create higher quality, engaging content that will attract and retain your target audience. This can include blog posts, videos, infographics, and other forms of visual or written content. There was some more. So let me read a little bit more because I didn't screenshot the whole thing. Another important way to get attention for your business online is to use social media to your advantage. By regularly posting engaging content on social media, you can reach a large audience and attract new customers. Additionally, you can use social media to interact with your customers and build a community around your business. There's a little bit more, but it spits something out. And remember what I said at the beginning of the show? This is like what I said. So the bot returns this. This is what the bot did. And all I did was ask it a question. So, what do we think so far?
Look, I'm trying to woo.
Does it sound body? This answer? Does it sound like a bot? No. It doesn't sound like a bot. This is just the first thing I tried. I have not done anything else, so that's why I said I was going to save it and see if we wanted to like test it online, like on the air. So I could ask it anything. So does anybody have any ideas that they want to throw at it? Anything?
I am
Anything?
I was going to do something for Bizchicks. Let's see.
How about some real estate stuff?
Okay, let's
I
do
want
that
to do something like something you would know, and then
and see if it gets it right.
yeah, something technical.
Okay.
And I'll type it
Um,
in.
trying to think of something technical that it should know. Um,
Well, it's gonna pull it. It's gonna pull it from the sources online, so it's gonna pull
yeah.
it.
So,
I want to see how
is it
what it returns.
okay? So, is there going to be a housing market crash?
I'll say, what will there?
Will there be a housing market crash?
Okay, so that's what it spit out, that little bit, but that's what it's coming back with.
It's difficult to predict the future with any, however, historically, ups and downs. Uh, it's, I mean, that came back with an accurate, it was a very neutral.
Right,
Uh,
neutral, because we put, we didn't, like I said, we need something like real technical, like I'm trying to think of something.
right. So Dr. Tachi says this is neat and scary at the same time.
Yes. Yes, I agree 100%. It's like, wow, but then again, okay, what's going on? So that was the thing. I was like, yeah, and Dr. Touch said it doesn't sound bot like at all. So this was like the second thing I asked it. So I was trying to think of other things to put in, and I wanted to put something real technical in.
Um,
I'm trying
what
to
are
think
the
of something.
best features of what are the best features of the Apple 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro?
Okay.
Oh, and then Dr. Tachi has a question too here.
What are the best features of the
Apple
i-
iPhone, or just the
okay,
iPhone, yeah, this
iPhone
14 Pro.
14 Pro?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Why is it giving? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Get it.
That's
Get out of
grammar.
here. I'm trying to get my little spell checker thing out of here. So it doesn't. Okay.
Hmm.
See, iPhone is new, so it only goes up to 2021. So anything like this year is not going to bring it.
Exactly. And that's why, because I think Marcus Brownlee did something,
Oh,
MKDB,
okay. I see. Yeah, I see. Dr.
Dr.
Tachi's
Tachi's,
question.
what is the
So,
best f-stop to shoot in low light situation?
okay,
Okay.
so let me type that one in.
I think I like having help with writing, but not
Okay.
actually taking away my voice in the writing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Does it sound like me?
Right. So this is not. That's what I said. This is not supposed to be like it takes over. It's supposed to be a tool to help you. F stop to shoot at in low light. Okay.
Well, some people gonna run with this and do cliff notes, like, because they wasn't gonna do the work at school anyway. So, and they're not gonna do the paper
Low light situation or situation
in a low light.
in A with shoot in a low light situation. All
Hmm.
right.
Yeah, see, they didn't give us no. It should be like F something, F8, F16, something.
Okay. So see,
It,
that's what it returns.
it was and it's a generalized.
Right. It doesn't have your. That's what I was saying about the human aspect of it. It doesn't have your opinion to put in it. But this is a good way to start with. If if and like you said, some people are gonna run with it. The ones that don't have the knowledge or experience are gonna use this and say, oh, I'm gonna make a ebook about photography. And then all I gotta do is type in the questions or type in these and get this paragraph, these few sentences, and put it in, and then I'm gonna sound like an expert.
Okay, because it's a starter,
Right.
but you need to know the details. Like Dr. Tachi could tell us the details. You need to use F, the best ones for low light, or F this to F that.
Right. So
Okay.
see, that's why I wanted to try this live to see like what kind of, because I was trying to think of stuff, and I like the stuff I put in. I was like, okay, well, my stuff's gonna be business and marketing and advertising and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let's try this live and see what we can throw at it and what happens.
Hmm.
Now, one thing I'm going to tell you that okay, they're not charging for this now, but I think they will. This is like then you see at the beginning it said this was like an experimentation phase where they're gathering um usage of the tool, how people will use it.
Right. Now, they would let you set up for an open AI account. You just can't get in there and do anything with it, not with this
Right.
part of it.
Right. So the OpenAI, if you want to go to DALL-E, I think it will, you can go over there and try it. The DALL-E, which is the graphic, the text to AI graphic part of it. Janice says, ask what QuickBooks product is best for small business. Okay, let's do that.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. But QuickBook or QuickBooks? Because I can't see the part.
QuickBooks with an S.
But QuickBooks product?
Yeah,
Read it.
because QuickBooks does a lot of stuff.
Is best for small business.
Mm-hmm.
See how it spits out? It's like more of a fact. Like, okay, QuickBooks, this is what QuickBooks is. This is, but it doesn't give like your opinion as the expert or the experience of using it. Like the person that uses it would
Yeah.
answer it different. But this is like, okay, well, what is it gives you like a foundation.
Okay, let's ask it to write a poem about
Ooh.
A poem about the beach. Okay,
Okay. Any particular beach or just the beach? Just the beach. Okay.
I don't know. But the waves crash gently on the shore as the sun begins to set. A warm breeze blows through my hair, and I feel peace. Not yet. The sand is soft beneath my feet as I walk along the shore. The sound of seabells fills the air, and I'm wanting nevermore. The ocean stretched far and wide. Shut up! It is right in the
stop. Oh, it finally stopped.
The ocean
let me scroll.
Far and wide. It is a poem.
Yeah. So see, that's what I was saying. People are like, right, they're using it to write things.
And this, I like the beach, but I never probably would have thought of the stuff that it just came up with. So okay, can I keep my poem now? Or is it going to be up for grabs just because? What the? Okay, see, the summer papers are going to be a lot easier. When you come back from summer break and they want you to write a thing.
Look at this thing; it's still going. When is it gonna stop? I got scared. I'm like, how long is it gonna keep going?
You got a few paragraphs.
So that's all I wanted to try this thing on live, so we could throw things at it and see what and Janice said about the QuickBook, that is pretty good, but there's more detail needed. Yes.
Yeah, you would have to supply that more detail.
Right. See the business use of it. So if you wanted to talk about QuickBooks and the background, you use QuickBooks, but you've never looked at you could ask it to spit that out, and then you intersperse when you're doing this, you do that and this and that. You put your opinion and tips and thoughts in there. It can't do that because that's you.
And she says, like, what Bible verses are good for obedience? Like if she was looking for a reference.
I'm going to type in exactly what you said. What Bible verses are good for obedience? Let's see. This one's going to be easy. Are good for obedience? Obedience. This is going to work perfectly because the Bible's there already online. Like, so it's just going to go through and spin it back.
And if it'll pull up all of the scriptures on obedience, so I'm like, hey.
See, that stuff is that kind of the Bible is there in all formats, like any kind of format or any any of
Okay,
the
so it's going,
versions.
it is
It's there.
going, it's not, but it's taking things that are not Bible verses, it's getting all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just gave you, here are a few
Yeah,
Bible.
so it went to quotes from people like Robert E. Lee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you the difference between like, okay, that stuff is there, it's pulling it up, versus write me a story about a girl and a boy falling for each other. I could have went into more details. I could have made names,
Mm-hmm.
but it
And
went ahead and made the name. I could have made more detail. I could have said, between the alien and a this or that. See what I'm saying? I could have put anything in there.
so if you put the ingredients, it puts in the seasoning and the spices for you.
On the creative side, yes, because you see the poem and you see the story.
Right. So it puts the it puts in the missing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and so that you don't sound like uh 1, 2, 3, 4. It puts in all of the filler stuff to make it sound palatable.
Janice, look, can you see the comments? I put it in there. It's chat.openai.com.
If
It's a
she didn't,
website.
yes.
But there are apps that are integrating artificial intelligence, text or speech to graphics, or text or speech to this. A lot of apps. I have a couple of apps that I use. Even Photoshop will do it for you.
I use Word Hero. Now, Word Hero is not this detailed.
No. Because Word Hero is an AI writing assistant.
It's an assistant, and
this does not do more. I'm glad we did the poem and the story, because you see how it creatively brings something back.
Yep.
Whereas the AI writing assistants, because I have a couple of them, and they help you. You're starting with the creative, and you just plug it in, and it rephrases or rewrites or does things or writes around it.
Makes it a little
right.
bigger,
It writes around it.
Right. If you have like a little skimpy sentence, it'll fill out the sentence. But this, I want my poem. The waves crash gently on the shore as the sun begins to set.
So and I had a list of, there's a bunch of AI writing tools. I wanted to list a few of them and I'm glad you brought up it's the difference between the AI tools for content creation creatively versus a writing assistant tool. So some of them are Grammarly, Jasper, Pepper Type AI, Anyword, Writer, Simplified, Copy AI, Phrase, IO, Neuroflat. There's a ton of them. Linguix, Wordplay, rewriting. There's even a couple that will do email for you. One of them, that's Lavender. Hypotenuse will do graphics. Copywriter Pro will help you with ads. There's a paraphrasing tool. So it depends on like what you want to do. There's a ton of tools. Also, some of the social media management tools. Here, let me bring this back. Some of the social media management tools that we have that you pay for creating social media and managing, they are incorporating the AI into that tool. So it's standalone, and it's also integrated within some of the apps that you already have. So what do we think of this?
Thank you, Janice. She's got to run off to work.
Oh, okay. You're welcome, Jen.
She likes it for references, and so she may be, because she is an author, so she may be putting that in some of her future work.
Right. I forgot to connect my phone because Gary Vaynerchuk did a green screen on this, I think, this week. So I'm going to play it and see if we can hear him talking.
We're watching this right now, no different than TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and a lot of the shit that I've talked about over the last 15 years that have really helped people you have to check out Chat GPT. Link is in the bio. This is AI done in a way that is really profound. I think you're going to be completely blown away. Your head will explode when you play with it. It made me feel the way I first saw a search engine. I was like, wait a minute, I can get all the information from the world from this. This is profound. And most of all, if you're a writer, if you write blogs for content creators, this is incredible. For people that code, this is incredible. And for many more things and use cases that are coming, this is incredible. What's most incredible is this is going to be your first taste of AI that really blows you away, I think. Click the link in the bio, play with it.
Okay, so that was his Instagram. But I had heard about Chat GPT before him, but when I saw him do his little reel, I was like, okay, we got to talk about it because people are starting to get on it, and it was like crashing. I couldn't get on. If you follow Mark Schaefer, I've talked about him before. He's a professor at Rutledge University. He's in marketing, and he teaches marketing in the on the master's level. But he's a professor, and he has a marketing blog, and he's been in marketing. He's worked with IBM and stuff like that. So he did his article this week, I think, was on Chat GPT. So, but you heard Gary's words about content creation, so that's why I was approaching it from, and he was saying, if you're a writer, if you have a blog, if you have a this, if you have that, and then some of the tools, they allow you to create ads. Like, that's some of the things. Well, I want to do an ad for my business, but what do I start? What do I write? And that's what people have problems with. What do I write? Where do I start? Well, these tools, and there's tons of them, they're going to help you. They're going to help you with the starting. Now, some people are going to abuse it and just let the AI spit it out, and they're just going to copy word for word. And I say, woe to them, because eventually you're going to get caught by Google or whoever, or Instagram, if they put something in, or just regular folks. Because you can tell when I'm going to not say you, but I can pretty much tell when something is not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it doesn't, the syntax doesn't work. The flow,
especially when it's like, they have the scammers that they speak another language, and English is their second language, and they try to write stuff and get you to scam. I'm like, you're not, your words aren't right. Your words aren't right. So this is going to be another thing but here's the scary part, like Dr. Tidy said, it might get to the point where I won't be able to tell. Nobody will be able to tell.
Yeah. And because MKDB, when he did his on YouTube, he did his take on the Chat GPT, and he said the same thing. He wrote the entire his script for his video. He used the Chat GPT.
Right.
And then he did another one without the Chat GPT, and he said it was pretty, it was spot on, and he just read through it, and it didn't sound like bots or anything. But he did note that there was some errors, a couple of errors here and there, and you're going to need to watch for those, because it's not
right. It's not 100%.
And it's not human.
Yet. I'm just putting out the warning of yet. So while we're talking, I was just looking at, I did a little search for Chat GPT. So now this came up today that they've had 1 million users in just 5 days. So that's why they had that little warning about the system might go down or whatever. I tried a couple times to log in, and it wasn't letting me get in, but then finally I got in, because I already had the account from having the DALL-E.
Right, and it says get notified when we're back is what I see on mine.
Right,
and I think that is attributed to the fact that people like Gary Vee, who have millions of followers,
right,
and MKDB and these other people,
Because this has been out for a while. It's just that people like Gary and they're starting to talk about, people with millions of followers they're starting to talk about it. So of course, and then Gary said, go to the link he put the link in his bio. So there you have it. So that's what's happening with this. But I just was curious because I'm like, okay, this can be the answer to a small business owner who's like, okay, I need to make content. I don't have time to make content. Where do I start? I don't know. There's some, it gets confusing and da 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 da. What's the right way? And so this can help a little.
Mm-hmm.
And expect to see more of this. Expect to see more of it, because that was one of the things, and I was trying to find a prediction that I did, because I do these things and I say stuff and I'm just like, it's just gone, and I got to go back and watch it, or like, did I say that? But I just thought that was really interesting and we needed to talk about it, because like I said, content. 2023 will be the year of the content. So expect more of these kind of tools to disrupt the process. And you can see that now with coming out of the pandemic, everything is topsy-turvy, turned on its ear, upside down, disrupt the process. So the way we used to do things is no more. There's a new way. And we're not going to know what it is until, we get it and go, okay, this is going to be the new way. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it's 100%. I'm not saying this, it's something to look at. It's a tool. Always say it's a tool. In the right hands is, build houses, Habitat for Humanity. In the wrong hands, Elon Musk. So, I'm excited. So I like I said, I had a couple of these tools. I think I have Word here. One of the ones you mentioned, Word Hero. I think I have that. I think I have Pepper Type AI. I know I have Phrase. A lot of the tools that we and Fran and I, we buy a lot of stuff from AppSumo. So if you don't know about it, it's AppSumo.
Right.
The website where you can go buy business tools at not at a discount, but you can get like a deal. Like you can get lifetime. I bought a lifetime stuff. Some of the tools that I bought didn't work out. Some of them have. Some of them have paid off really well. So, but some of these, these writing tools, and I said there's like over the website I went to look at the list was like over 130 AI writing tools.
Right.
And Grammarly is one of those. Grammarly is one of those AI writing tools. You can go in, it's gonna help you, it's gonna correct your grammar, it's gonna you'll be able to rephrase a sentence, you'll be able to rewrite stuff. It grades you on how well it flows. There are other tools that will do different things. So investigate and find the one that you like. And I always say, if there's a free trial, try it out, see how you like it. It could cut some time, and that's what we're all about. Cutting time off the process of creating content, helping us write content that connects with our audience. So this is the effective part that I'm talking about. It's not about creating content anymore and going, okay, well, does this resonate? Does this work? These tools are going to help you, grade you, guide you, give you that help. And some people are going to take advantage of it. That's just the nature of it. So just get ready. And I feel like this is the beginning of AI coming. The computer is supposed to help us, and it's starting to help.
Yeah, before it was not helping us. We was having
it was slightly helping. Like it's I hear the argument that a lot of kids today don't know anything about paper money. Well, because they're growing up in a world that
don't have.
They don't do paper money. Apple Pay, tap your watch, tap your this. The subway system here, we just tap out. You tap our phone. You tap your phone and you go. You don't use cash to buy. I mean, there's still a level of society that does that. But what I'm saying is that this is changing. The process is being disrupted, and it's supposed to be helpful and convenient. Those are the good ones. If it's not helpful, convenient, pushing us to be better or improving our lives, then it's not worth it. It's something that, okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. So this is one of the things that's happening. So if you can get on Chat GPT, get in there, try it out. Doll E, try that out also. I would list more. There's just so many. There's several apps that let you do it. Canva. Canva is one. Canva is a great tool. So if you're using it's not on the free version, or is it? I'm not sure. But if you're using the free version, try to get paid. Canva's one of those that you really should pay for, because there's more in the paid version that you get access to that can really help you. So Canva has, I think, is it called text to? Let me see real quick. It's a little thing that pops up sometimes when I go into Canva, but I don't see it. It's a text to. Where is it? Okay, I don't see it, but it's text to graphics, I think it's called. They got so much stuff, I can't find it anymore. It used to pop up. Let me see if I can do a search real quick. So what does everybody think? Any questions about this?
Look, I'm playing with Dolly over here, and they are, you can tell that the images on the photo um are, I don't, the pictures, it's like they morph some people, because it doesn't look as natural. I guess I can share my screen. Let me see.
Share your screen. Now the thing with Doll E is that you have to fine tune the words, that the phrase that you put in.
Yeah, so I'm
And
gonna
you have
let
to be very detailed. Also, some of these, they will not return a human-like form because of the copyright.
right. And I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
this is
it
looking a
will.
little weird.
Yeah, it looks weird if they grab like a human face, they warp it, because it's
Right.
not
And that's
supposed to.
exactly what I'm seeing. Because I
Right.
was looking for an image to put on something I'm working on. And I was like, okay. And I'm looking through my photos. Did I take a picture of the thing that I'm looking for? And
Now the thing with Dolly, be very descriptive. Like go even
yeah,
further than what you had. Like go even further. Like with colors, the format. It wants you to be as descriptive as possible.
this will do for what I wanted it to
Right.
do.
That was good. That was
Right.
good.
But the one that I did before, let me go here. This was a little creepy.
Yes, because they have to warp the face. They have to warp the face.
Right. I'm like,
If they're
this woman
taking
looked like a zombie.
right,
Okay.
if they're taking stock photo or wherever they're getting it from, if it's a human face, they have to distort it.
Yes, and that's what they did. I was like, whoa. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going back with my original thing
So
here.
like picture of one, like you could be very descriptive, the type of woman, hair color, face, all of that, or you could just you have to play with this thing. It's very tedious in that way, that you have, and depending on the platform that you use, they do different things. Like the app one that I use, I have to play with it and learn how to be descriptive to get what I want, and it took me a while to do that.
Right, because it's the same when you are doing a search on YouTube.
Yes.
You got to be very descriptive, or you'll be getting some stuff. So
yes, so this is the exact same thing. Because this is search. It's searching and putting things together.
So I type purple cats on the moon dancing. Purple cats on the moon dancing.
There you go.
I'm like, okay.
And this is what's happening. This is what's happening, everybody. These tools are getting to that point.
And
getting
this is like, yes, we need to move cautiously, but you need to embrace the tool.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. That's the purpose of talking about this today, is that you're aware of what's coming, the capabilities of it, and how you use it for business. Now we could go, the purple cats is great, but are we talking about purple cats with our business. See, Fran might want to do some things with, like, couple wants to buy home and they have a cat and a dog and a fish and a this and a that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she
And
could
I don't
bring
have to
imagery that way.
and I don't have to draw it or go pay somebody to go
Mhm.
snap that type, go have the people stand over there and take a picture of.
Exactly. And depends on, like, which platform you want to use and learning how to put the text in. Like the Canva one, definitely take a look at that.
Right.
I play with the app. I was trying to find the picture that I did. It was a while back that I can't find it. But I was trying, because I was playing around with it, and like you said, some of the pictures come out looking weird and scary, and then you have to learn, like, which, like, do you want, because some of them will say, do you want a photo? Do you want an image, an illustration? Do you want different things? I'm trying to find it. Oh man, I must have did this. I did this a while back. I can't find it. I got so many photos. But I played around with it and I finally got an image. Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can. All right, let me put it to my computer. And then I'll show you. And I'll show you what I did.
Yeah, they make the people look really creepy.
Yeah, doing faces with people is going to be it's going to be scary. And then yeah, like I said, you have to work with it. Let me see if I can bring up. I got to find my. Okay, I sent it to my.
Yeah, they got me what I wanted, but the people are
You
woo.
gotta, you have to learn the tool and play around with it, and then you go, oh, finally, I'm going to get what I want. Like finally, it's going to show up. So let me, and I forgot what app. It was either Photo Leap, something Leap, and I kept playing with it and playing with it, playing. And I finally got something that was shareable. I haven't shared it yet, but this I just wanted to show you what I did when I was playing around with it. So I was doing a quote with a black lady and a this and a that, and this is what it gave me. But it took me several tries to get this image. And I was like, okay, finally, it gave me something that was usable. So I was like, I was happy with that.
Oh, okay.
So I was happy with that. But it took me a while to get there. Like you said, because one of the images, it was a lady and her arm was out, but the arm was like, that's not a human arm.
Right. Yeah, some of that is like
Yes, it's Photo Leap. It's Photo Leap. Here, let me show you another one.
yeah.
If I can bring it.
I when I did the people, they kind of then I said, well, turn them toward the house, and they're looking.
Yes, you have to. You see, you get in the hang of. You got to be very descriptive. Like turn toward the house, their back, or to the side, or this. You have to. It's like posing. You know how they do the stop animation? It's like that. It's like you gotta describe everything in
In
the
detail.
scene. In detail. You have to describe it. You can't say woman, you gotta say what type, hair, eye, this, that, and that. So it really comes up. So let me see. Let me see. Did it come up? I have another one. So this is the app I use, Photo Leap. Let me see if I can bring it up. Where is it? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find it. It's somewhere. Oh, it's by date. I don't remember what date it was.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But it's Photo Leap was the app that I used. Let me see. What
Yeah,
date was on it?
this I can use, but like you said, it's going to take me sitting down and writing
Mm-hmm.
my descriptors first.
Right.
No, okay, and it goes back to knowing what you want.
Right. You have to know what you want and you have to be very descriptive.
Mm-hmm.
And I cannot find the photo. I just sent it to my computer from my phone because I use Photo Leap. So I wanted to show you. Oh, but the app that I use is Photo Leap that you can use an app. There's several others, Lenza. If you're using the desktop or on mobile, you can use Canva.
Yeah, and then there's been a lot of talk about Lenza because we talked about it on Friday. Just be mindful. with
Yes.
the Lensa. I
Well,
can
yeah,
put
because
some
that was
things-
the thing about, because see, Lensa is taking your selfie, your face, and you're not sure about how they're using that data. So,
right.
but these other ones that we're talking about, they don't ask you to do a selfie.
Nope.
It's
They're
just
not
that the
taking.
Lensa one is popular because celebrities are doing it. I think it started with Megan Fox or somebody, that she did something of herself and everybody went ooh and started using it.
But
So
yes, but like we talked about, there are other apps that you can put filters on your own and do your own stuff. You don't have to give up your privacy to do that.
right.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to find this picture. I cannot. I sent it to my computer, but it's older. So I cannot.
Oh
It's
yeah,
what it's. Yeah, if it's an old photo and you send it to you can't find it. I
uh,
can't find it.
you can. Well, here's what I would do. I would airdrop it to my desktop.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's Friday, October
Oh,
21st.
then look in recents
Ah, that's it. Thank you. I knew it was something. Because when
because
if I send myself an older photo, it will not show up as the
it'll bury it down.
right. It'll bury it. It's not even coming in recents. What in the world? Oh well. And I have it date modified. Oh well, it's not showing up. Okay. So what I mean, I was really excited to hear about the tools that are coming, even though I knew they were coming, because the copy AI, the Pepper Type, and those AI writing assistants have been out for a year or so.
Right.
It was one or two, and then it started to snowball, and I was like, okay, this is really happening. Now it's really happening.
Yeah,
It's
because
really
AI
coming.
is a thing. And then
Yeah.
hopefully they get better with the little bots too, man. Because the ones that pop up on the chat bots, you'd be like,
Yes.
okay, I need a person because when I used chat bots before, they weren't getting what I'm talking about. They're not hearing me. And I'm like, okay, now I got to say what do I want to say. And you got to figure out how you want to say in order to get you what you need, or else you're just going to get a text or a links to their um, troubleshooting page. And I'm like, I need to talk to a human.
I need to talk to a human. Yes, that's really what it is. So really think about, okay, how can I use this tool to help me shave some time off of creating content? That's really what I wanted to show you. Like, these tools will help you do that. But
It's
it takes some
homework.
work in the beginning. You see, a friend and I are, we're playing around with it, and you have to really train it, and it depends on the platform. Each platform is going to be different.
Right.
There's one, let me see real quick, the Discord. I'm in a Discord server where you can do it in the Discord server. You can put the text in.
Oh, on for the chat.
Yeah, for the not for the chat, for the graphics.
Oh, okay, for the Dolly.
Yeah, for yeah, it's based on a Dolly, but with some, I think it's Dream Universe.
Mm.
I got a bunch of servers in here, but one of them I joined. You could do it. You can put the text in, be descriptive about the image that you want inside of the Discord, and it puts the image inside of the Discord, so it's right in the server.
Wow.
I was trying to find it. I got so many things to look at.
This is good because you don't have to be an artist anymore
Nope.
to get what you need. And then the artist people are probably going to be like, well, that's not real. We don't care.
Well, it's not real. And see, the thing about that is, if you're a creative like that, artist and stuff, this is a tool you can use also, digitally, if you're not used to it and you want to play around with it to make your creative ideas flow.
Right, because you can tell it what you're seeing in your eye. Because
Yeah.
me as I don't do art. Well, I do it some, but not much.
Right.
But if I were able to, I can't tell where the shadows are to go. So a person who's challenged with their hands, they can talk and tell it where to put shadows and where to put
Right.
light and things of that nature, and be
Right.
able to pull off a genius piece of art, because they know how, what's in their mind. They know how to tell where the brush stroke should be and all.
Right. The tool is gonna be like their brush.
Exactly. Right. But if you don't like me, don't have it, the wherewithal to do that, I can still do something to do what I needed to do, but it just won't be a Mona Lisa masterpiece. It'll just be something I need.
Yeah.
This is good.
So this is the Discord one is called I think it's called Dreambot or Dreams. No, it's Dream Studio. I think Dream Studio. One word, Dream Studio. I think that is it. So if you
Cool.
have Discord,
I do.
let's see. I think it's Dream Studio. Yes, it's Dream Studio. That's one also. So it functions like the Doll E2, but it's different. It takes text, but it works differently. So there's a lot of people in that Discord that are doing images and graphics and stuff. So you get to see how it works. There's tons, people. There's tons. Just do search text to graphic AI. See what comes up. But I'm excited. Like I said, this was this new one, the Chat GPT is finally going to text. The others were graphics. This is text to creative output.
Right.
So this is the direction content is going in, AI, and you're going to see more of it in 2023. Keep your eye out.
Yeah, and stay right here, because TJ will be bringing us more every Tuesday. You can come here and get the latest of what's happening in marketing and tech, and especially in content. Just come back and make sure that bring somebody with you when you come, so that we can help you take the hassle out of your hustle and help you build a profitable business that's fun to run. You can follow TJ everywhere by going to terryjohnsononline.live. Let me get that up for you. terryjohnsononline.live. Okay. And then you can sign up for her Discord by going to terryjohnsononline.com/info.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, because you'll get tips and you'll get little things, notifications that tell you what's happening and when it's coming up.
Right. And there'll be more stuff coming. So that'll be like the place to put everything.
Right. And then, TJ is, like we said, she's here every Tuesday. Come, bring somebody. Let's make this a place where you can, Teachable Tuesday. Get in here.
Yep. Come on over. We'll talk about it.
And we'll play with it a little bit too, like we did today. It was really good. We played with it a little bit, learned a few things that are happening. I'm like, oh, that's
because this topic was more hands-on. I mean, we could look at it, but I was like, okay, let's do a demo. And people throw out their questions or do this, do that, and you can see. So
I still want my poem, just saying.
I will send it to you.
It was just really interesting, it'll free your brain up where you ain't got to try like, what do I say? And you're not going like, take all that out. Become a part of Bizchicks. Go to bizchicks.live. Subscribe and get in the community. That's something else TJ talked to us about today, or here on Tuesday, about building your community, building it on YouTube. Because that right now is the most stable place, and people can find you and they don't have to sign in, log in, and all of that. If they have their Gmail account or what have you, they can come on in and be a part of your community. So join Bizchicks. You can still go to bizchicks.net, and I believe it'll be pointing you over to the bizchicks.live. but you can become a part of our community. We got a lot of things that we want to share with you. We want to share you with the world. So thank you, TJ, for keeping us all together here. And Terry would say, make sure it's okay to make money in your business and go to the front of your own line. And we will see you back here tomorrow,
Thanks,
Terry.
everybody.
And Coach Karen will be back here tomorrow. We'll see you real soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.